Ever have one of those mornings where you wake up, shuffle to the kitchen, and think? Coffee, pills, news, repeat. I'll admit, I've had plenty. But last year, my grandson said something that stuck. He asked, "Gran, why do you look so grumpy before breakfast?" Ouch! Turns out, my practical morning routine was draining the joy before the day even started. But here's the good news. You don't need a fancy spa retreat or a TikTok-worthy smoothie bowl to fix it. Just a few tiny tweaks, 3, to be exact, that'll turn your mornings from meh to more, please. Let's start with the first. Before you gulp that coffee or tea, pause. Inhale the steam. Let it warm your face. Take one slow sip and think, what's one tiny thing I'm looking forward to today? Mine's usually something ridiculous. The way my hydrangeas might bloom today. Leftover pie for lunch. Maybe I'll wear the polka dot socks no one sees. Your brain's like a grumpy old cat in the morning. It needs gentle coaxing. This isn't about toxic positivity. It's about giving your day a whisper of hope before the world starts shouting. I know, your knees creak. Your hips argue. But hear me out. Before you check the weather or your blood sugar, play one song that makes your toes tap. My neighbor Bert does this to Sinatra every morning. His walker becomes a dance partner. Me, I'm a closet ABBA fan. Mamma Mia, while scrambling eggs? Instant mood boost. You're not training for Broadway. You're reminding your body it's still alive. Even a shoulder shimmy while the toast pops counts. Last week, my granddaughter video called me during her getting ready for school chaos. Know what I did? Held up the phone and blasted, "I Will Survive." Now she texts me every Thursday. "Gran, it's disco o'clock." Joy's contagious. And guess what? You're patient zero. You know, after we last chatted, my neighbor Marge caught me mid-shimmy to ABBA in my pajamas. She squinted through her curtains and yelled, "Ethel, you're scaring the squirrels." But guess what? Next morning, I saw her waltzing with her laundry basket to Blue Danube. Joy sneaky like that. It slips under doors and through cracked windows. Now let's talk about the third tweak to your morning routine, the one that'll make even the stubbornest sunrise grump soften. Here's the deal. Before you touch the news or your to-do list, hunt for one tiny glimmer. Something so small, so ordinary you'd usually miss it. The way your tea leaves swirl like a galaxy. The fact your knees let you shuffle to the kitchen. Last Tuesday, mine was the smell of rain on dry soil. Took me back to planting tomatoes with my dad in '65. For a heartbeat, I was 12 again, dirt under my nails and hope in my pockets. Your glimmer doesn't need to be poetic. My friend Roy's was toaster didn't burn the dang bread today. The point, train your brain to spot the good first. The world's loud enough with the rest. Science says gratitude rewires your brain. But forget the studies, let's talk about Frank. Frank's 78, hates mornings, and calls my tips hooey. Last week he texted, "Saw a dang red cardinal at the feeder. Felt like Edna winked at me." Edna's been gone 6 years. But for a moment, she was there. Your glimmer hunt isn't about ignoring life's aches. It's about balancing the scales. One stubborn bloom in a cracked pot. One grandkid's laugh caught on voicemail. One, "Thank you," whispered to your creaky hips for carrying you this far. Now, I won't lie. Some days, the glimmer's buried deep. Last winter, after my fall, all I could jot was, "Manage the dang stairs." But you know what? That counts. Joy isn't a luxury. It's rebellion. A refusal to let the years harden you. And the best part, your glimmers become a map for them. My grandkids flip through this journal now, pointing. "Tell me about the day you wrote this, Gran." You know, the sunrise here? My grandson Max drew it after our disco o'clock call. He said, "Gran, your mornings sound way cooler than mine." And that's the thing, these tiny tweaks. They're not just for us. They ripple out. They turn groggy mornings into inside jokes, into stories, into remember when, moments that outlast us. Let's tie this up with a bow, shall we? Sip and savor your coffee like it's a secret between you and the sunrise. Dance like your hips remember joy better than they remember the weather report. Hunt for glimmers like they're hidden treasures in your own backyard. It's not about adding more to your day. It's about savoring what's already there. The way your favorite mug fits your hand. The way the light slants through the blinds just so. The way your body, yes, even the creaky parts, still lets you shuffle to the rhythm of your own life. Dear Ethel, I tried your glimmer hunt yesterday. All I found was a sock. But then, I remembered it was my Joe's. He's been gone 10 years. For a minute, I swear I heard him grumbling about mismatched pairs. Thank you for that. Joy doesn't erase the hard stuff. It sits beside it. Whispers, I'm still here. So here's your homework. Tomorrow, try one tweak. Just one. Sip slower. Crank boogie shoes while scrambling eggs. Text your grandkid. Found a glimmer today. It was your laugh. And if you're thinking, what if it doesn't work? Oh, honey, it already is. Every time you choose joy over autopilot, you're winning. Drop a comment and tell me, what's your glimmer today? A grandkid's doodle? A squirrel's antics? A sock that made you smile? Let's build a gallery of tiny joys right here. Hit subscribe, will you? Let's keep turning mornings into mercies, one ABBA shimmy at a time. And remember, your best days aren't behind you. They're hiding in plain sight, in the steam of your coffee, the beat of your heart, the ordinary magic of a morning lived, not just endured.